Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Shanice and my channel is called Shaniciology. Here is where I talk about my experiences going through different things in my life and how I've overcome them or how I'm currently tackling them. So today I'd like to talk about dating as a single mom. Um, I feel called and compelled to do this video because there's times when, I feel like, I do deserve love or I want to have a companion, but there's some issues I have with that, and I'm about to divulge into some of those reasons today. When I first went on my first date after becoming a single mom, I felt nervous, I felt guilty, I felt lost. I didn't know I felt hurt from before, so it was hard to open up to my new partner, and I carried a lot of those feelings with me throughout the relationship. That relationship did help me heal from a lot of the disturbances I've had, but it was still a challenge for me to get over those humps and heal from those traumas. So if you're curious, struggling, or just starting out, this video is for you. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is time and priorities. So between work, the kid's schedule, and all other responsibilities you have as a single mom, especially if you don't have help, if you don't have support in other ways, it's hard to find time for yourself. Like finding time to date just seems impossible because you don't have the time on your hands to entertain anyone else, So focusing on yourself really, it limits your time to be out there in the world and, trying to find your mate, even though it's not impossible, but it seems impossible. Another thing I had to go through was mom guilt. So even when I do find time, like even now that she's in daycare and everything, I still have this mom guilt. Like, I feel like I'm taking time away from my child. Like if I take time in the night to go out, I'm always checking in to see, like, is my daughter okay with whatever provider she has? And like my anxiety is kind of like, is my baby okay? Is my baby okay? Because I'm so used to being around her all the time. And so I just, it makes me feel kind of weird, when I don't have her around me because I'm so used to having her. So it kind of makes me feel like that, but I trust whatever provider I give my daughter to be taken care of by. And that's what helps me ease my mind because those people will communicate. They will let me know, yeah, she's okay. They'll send me pictures. They'll send me updates, So it puts my mind at ease. Also, my daughter's talking a lot more now, so that makes me feel even more comfortable. But it's still one of those things that I worry about, Another thing is you get judged and stereotyped as a single mom. These men, they think, oh, well, she has so X amount of kids and she's baggage and I'm going to have to take over and treat that kid as my own. Some men don't want to treat the kids as their own, but there's some men out there that do. And so, sometimes they put up this wall like, oh, well, I don't want to be a stepfather. And that's okay. Everyone has their right to choose what they want, what they don't want, and how they want to be a part of someone else's life. So if they made that decision, that's okay. You just keep it moving, They also say we have like too many complications. we have too many boundaries, but when you become a mom, like you have this mama bear type of attitude, and you're gonna always want to protect what's yours, protect what you have. And that's why I've set up a lot of boundaries, because before I had my daughter, I wasn't setting up boundaries. And I'm so grateful that I do that now, because it not only protects me, but it protects my child. Which leads into the next topic, is protecting your child. So I have to think twice when it comes to dating, because I need to be careful who I let into my life and into my daughter's life. At this stage in my life, everyone is a stranger. And so I have to really vet them first before I allow them into my life and get to know them on a more personal level, like how their mind operates, like I do a lot more investigating before I let anyone into my life, because my mental health, I don't want it to go in shambles anymore because of someone else. And I don't want to be traumatized by, my next potential partner. I don't want to remember all the hurt I've been through. And if anyone touches my kid, oh my God help them. So I just, I just have to look at it from the bigger picture and allow people to have the benefit of the doubt to an extent, because I still have to guard my life and guard my daughter's life with my life, And so the next thing is emotional baggage. Like I was trying to say, I deal with a lot of traumas, and I've healed a lot from them through going to therapy and stuff, but I think still things can still linger with you if you're not careful in how you deal with them. So dating after heartbreak, it's not easy. We're all healing, we're all rebuilding, and we're learning to trust again. And for me, I have to learn how to trust again, because I have trust issues, yikes. And I don't want the next person that comes into my life to feel like I'm too hurt, or I'm too scarred, or I'm too unstable mentally. Like, I don't want that. That's why I'm focusing on my self-love, taking care of myself, taking care of my daughter, and sticking close to what God has given me, which is my life and my daughter's life to take care of. So just keep these next reminders in mind for, if you're in the same situation that I am in, or you're not sure how to move forward with your life. Just know that boundaries are your friend. It's okay to take your time. Take your time when it comes to dating. You don't need to rush into some other relationship just because one didn't work out and you're lonely. You're not lonely. This is the time. If you feel lonely, this is the perfect time for you to put effort into yourself and love yourself and find out what you like and what you don't like, so that you can make better decisions for the next time. Always communicate your needs and don't settle. When you communicate your needs, it allows the other person to understand where you're coming from, what you've been through in your life, how you move, and how you set up your values for yourself, your morals for yourself, and how they can add to that instead of taking away from it. So always communicate what you want from that person. And if they can't provide it for you, do not settle, just move forward with your life and find happiness and joy in your own solitude, And it's okay to put yourself first. We're always conditioned to think that being selfish is a bad thing, but if you put yourself first and you're taking care of yourself and you're loving yourself and you're good, like you're in a good mental space, No one can tell you doing that is a bad thing. It's you. It's your life. Like I say in most of my videos, it's your life. You decide what you want and don't want as a part of it. So just don't settle for someone telling you you're less than what you know you are. Always know your value. Always stick by your morals, your standards, and don't let anybody swindle you into thinking otherwise. Being a single mom, it doesn't mean we're broken. It doesn't mean we're less deserving of love. It just means that we love harder, we value things deeper, and we bring so much strength to the table. So much strength. You don't know how strong you are as a single mom, and you know how your kids look up to you, and how one day they're going to make you proud, even if they still make you proud even today. Like, they'll always make you proud. They'll always love you. They'll always be there for you. Those are your children. You love them. They love you. And, you know, we need to protect them. We need to be there for them. We need to show up for them every time. We need to allow them to be the best versions of themselves with our help. So if you feel these things, I'd like to hear from you. Let's talk about it in the comments. There's no judgment, just support. And I'd like to hear what your take on dating as a single mom is and how you navigate that. I thank you so much for your views. I'm loving the engagement. I appreciate everyone that's taking their time to spend some time with me and hear from me. And we can create our safe space of women who empower one another on this journey. And I thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the likes, subscribes, the shares, the views. All of that is currency. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful day.